NFL 25.
Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field. It's the start of a new season in the NFL. Welcome to our first Sunday of 2024 with football. Mike Tirico, my partner this year, Greg Olson. Greg, so excited to be with you and so excited about Week 1. You build it up, you talk about it for 6 months, but when it arrives, man, it feels so good.
And it's really the only week of the entire season, Mike, where all 32 teams are all dreaming the same thing. Playoffs, Super Bowl hopes. This was the best offseason any of them have ever had. And on top of that, it's the excitement and the hope in these stadiums. Every fan base in the NFL thinks that this is their year, and Week 1's getting off to a hot start, and I know both you and I are looking forward to being along for the ride.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Let me go.
On the carry, this is Nick Chubb.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Let me go.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. He keeps it himself. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Ready?
Now the veteran, it's Nyheim Hines. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Here's 3rd and 2.
Ready?
From the gun, Winston. That one on target to Moore. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
Flip. Ready?
Here's Chubb, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now, we have an injury, and it's Nick Chubb, who missed nearly the entire 2023 season. On 2nd down, Winston. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. A run straight ahead, that's Ford. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
yards on the loss brings up second and goal at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal.
Reset. Down and go.
They'll run. This is Hines. Stop at the 6, and that sets up third and goal.
A gain of 9 on the play. It's third
Reset.
and goal.
Down and go.
From the shotgun, here's Watson. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man getting the start here in Week 1. A big test for the rookie quarterback.
This is the moment, Mike. He's been working towards this day ever since hearing his name called on draft night. And he's put the work in over the last few months. This franchise clearly feels that he's ready to go. What did he say to us the other day, Mike? He said, I kind of have to admit, it's going to be surreal walking out on that field to take my first snap as a starting NFL quarterback. I think once he settles in and gets rid of any early nerves, he's confident that he'll show everybody that he belongs.
He'll look to throw. That's complete left side to Pickens. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. That was Jordan Hicks who got him down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's made by Pickens. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
On the ground, it's Kamara. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Juan Thornhill up from his secondary spot to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So Give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. It's a give now to Kamara. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. That is Ferguson in motion. They'll go again here with Kamara. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And now it's 4th down. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
And you could see it pretty clearly, Mike. He just kind of comes across the ball there. That one started right, and it just never came back.
And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
A big hole. Still going. And they are not going to catch up. He's in. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Browns. Prater's extra point is good. And the Browns are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0. They come up with 1st and 10. And a short pickup there to about the 36. 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. The open man is Tolbert. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. Second and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Here comes 3rd and 6. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Kamara. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Kamara, and it looks like he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal, Dallas.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one taken in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense going to take over just before the half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Back to throw is Watson. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment.
And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They'll run former K-State product Deuce Vaughn. He'll push forward for about a yard. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa in on the stop. 3rd and a yard. Throwing now from the gun. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A give up the middle with Kamara. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. 3rd down. 3 to go. Open man, left side. He's got it. They hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll run here with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Kamara. He slams it in there, and he is in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Dallas. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, Give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
14, Browns 10.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap to Watson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Watson. This one taken in by... Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Cowboys have it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
On the handoff, it's Kamara. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. That's to Ferguson once again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, it's Vaughn. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll throw out of the gun. That is caught, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Deuce Vaughn. Touchdown, Cowboys. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. To return is Naheem Hines. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back, It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
On first down, Watson. Thrown left side, the catch is made. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Throwing again is Watson. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout.
It's now 3rd down.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Watson to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Carry here for Vaughn. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll run. It's Kamara. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but they continue to get that matchup. This quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
That's good for a Browns.
On 1st and 10, here's Watson. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he will score. LaVisca Chenault, touchdown Cleveland. Now Watson. That'll be caught. And he will get into the end zone for 2, and this game is tied. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A run here with Kamara. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. That's 2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. The open man is Tolbert. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Vaughn. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down. Here's Vaughn. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll run here. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, and the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Here we go. First and goal. Kamara going to try to bull his way in. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Just an absolute clinic of putting together a drive, Mike, when you need it the most. And their ability to move the ball down the field, it worked the clock perfectly. They come away with that late touchdown, and more than likely, barring something crazy, a victory as well.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Hines now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Here comes second down. Throwing is Watson. Downfield for Njoku. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.